consistent. Everywhere like a politician, politicking. Y'all be slipping and the odds against me, but I'm optimistic like I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. NFL, now we making beats. NFL, you can look at T. The concept, contrary to your belief. Gather round and come and see. I'm undefeated, flow like water, Aquafina. Need a girl named Mars, Gina, not a diva. Man, I hate you to die, Leo. I know I don't do no mediocrity. Gotta be at a certain level if you're gonna be beside of me. I don't just game in psychology. I do this thing so religiously. I need to get my master's in theology. Y'all just rely on technology. I know my grandmama proud of me. All the good things she
The NBA 2K.
We're the land of the free.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Kleber. Doncic with it. Over Brooks. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Jackson gets the bucket.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Doncic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Jackson. 9 points last game out. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Brooks against Doncic. That shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. On the wing, Brooks. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. And the shot is long.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Now here's Morant. Brunson covering, and it's Morant missing. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Morant with the steal. And he banks in the layup.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Defensively, they'll be focused on Luka Doncic. The young point forward and Rookie of the Year is so crafty attacking and creating shots for himself and others. Kevin, they'll have to be just as smart as Doncic in covering him and trying to contain him.
Thank you, David. And here's Morant following Porzingis' 3 from 13, and it's Morant missing. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to Portland.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the 8 ball every single time.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
The first free throw is good.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
All free throws good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Jackson kicks to Morant. The pass to Valanciunas. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Winslow finds Brooks. His 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks leading by 3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Brunson the pass to Doncic. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Pass to Jackson. Kleber with the rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 6 points.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
To halt the run, and it's Morant missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Now here's Morant. Brunson covering from 12 feet out. Porzingis with the block. Valanciunas. Dallas leading by 7. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks against Doncic. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
And the technical free throw is good. Doncic against Brooks. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Inside, got a piece of it. Morant with the steal. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Winslow's running.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's Porzingis. Doncic with it. 5 to shoot. Kleber kicks to Brunson. From deep three-point range. It's tipped. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah. This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now Brunson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Doncic against Jackson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Smitty, for rookies being given a lot of responsibility early in a season, early in their career, do you think it helps their growth, or does it run the risk of hurting their confidence early?
You know, I think it helps them, but I think those type of rookies that you give so much and put on their plate, you still have to have some veterans around them.
Because there are going to be problems, aren't there? I mean, early on.
There's always going to be adversity throughout the season. If you have a championship caliber team, there's going to be some ups and downs.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Powell with the steal. Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The Grizzlies pull it in. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Buries it down low.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Morant. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Philadelphia.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
And here's Brunson. Doncic finds Brunson. Over Morant. True on the 14-footer. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Here's Winslow. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Over Brooks. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
A new Memphis head coach, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover in the front office as well. Hopefully, they'll find some continuity moving forward.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Mirotic comes in for Jackson. Smith checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Dallas also making some changes. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Winslow. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Smitty, this Grizzlies team has always given a good effort. How tough do you think it is to see a coach let go, even when his players are responding?
You know, it's very tough because you gain trust in that coach. And often having a coaching change are more of a symptom of what's going on above them in the front office.
Curry against Jones. Poked loose. It's stolen by Curry.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball. Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now here's Winslow. A fadeaway. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As athletic as he is, JR doesn't average many free throws. Much more of a long-range bomber.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
That one is off. See, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. Very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
It's good.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Jones. 9 points last game. Here's Curry, and that one drops. Curry's got his second bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Smith. And here is Jerebko. Jang with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. Jones, that's for 2. And again, Memphis no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Jang. Back to Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
J.R. Smith is strong and athletic enough to do damage inside.
Mavericks leading by 12. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Jones. Outside Mirotic. Over Hardaway. It's deflected. Doncic right side. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Memphis. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Jones dishes to Smith. With the shot. Unable to get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Jones against Curry. And the dunk by Powell.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Hardaway. Now the pass to Doncic. Outside Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Pass to Jerebko. Smith with it. Guarded by Hardaway. Jang against Cauley Stein. And Jang gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the paint. And the dunk by Powell.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Outside, Jones. To the wing on the left. Here's Jang. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Pass to Jang. In the corner, Smith with it. Over Doncic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 18. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Before they close
Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Jonas Jerebko out there with Mirotic. Then it's Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Jang in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Jerebko. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Jonas Jerebko, not a huge name in the NBA, but he's a solid rotation player. Gives you some scoring and a punch off the bench.
That's good from Jerebko. And with Jerebko, it's always nice to have a player his size that can shoot.
Jerebko has never taken a ton of threes. He's been a very reliable deep shooter for the last half decade. Also very unselfish and knows how to fit in to an offense.
Jerebko hits them both. Now when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Now Smith following the Porzingis miss from deep. Smith surveying the D. He feeds it to Jang. The shot from the low post is good. Jang's got 4 this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now Curry. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Mirotic. Over Hardaway. Mirotic's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Now, here is Smith after Luka Doncic's miss. And the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Finney Smith's checked in. Now here's Jones. The pass to Smith. Here's Jang. Down low. Mirotic's shot is off. And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to Philadelphia. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Jones. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Now here's Jang. 8 points for him. That's a 2 from Smith. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his 1st foul of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Jackson comes in for Mirotic. Winslow's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Here's Kleber. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. Winslow against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Look at Curry, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Showing off his work in the weight room. He's an and-one machine. Justin Winslow has that kind of potential.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Curry looking around. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks up on top. Headed by Porzingis. Pass to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry against Winslow. Brunson with it. Passes it to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. Over Valanciunas. They get it again. Here's Porzingis. Yep, that one goes in there. Porzingis has got 5.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Now here's Winslow. 7 points in the game. A floater. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks leading by 11. Now Curry. He's got 8. Comes up empty down low.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Memphis, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. And that one falls for Brooks. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the player?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Connects from three-point range. Brooks has got 7 points in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Brunson, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And there's the pass to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Brooks against Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And the Mavericks with possession here. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. It's good from long range. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
To the middle. Here's Brooks. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Brunson's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And both free throws good for Brooks. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 4. From downtown, happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today. Here's Morant. Looking to get back on track here, and he hits the jump shot. Morant's got 6.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Curry finds Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here are the Grizzlies now, trailing by 5. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now. And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
That's good from Morant. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Grizzlies on defense, trailing by 2. Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. From deep. A shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Curry against Brooks. Brunson kicks to Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And both free throws good for Curry.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. I love when he gets up and throws it down.
Here's Brunson. Kleber, the pass to Pop. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. And he can't hit the second. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And the work ethic that Morant has, it sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Brooks. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Situation. Shooting for Memphis. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Jones subbed in for Brooks. Cauley-Stein hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jones looking for an opening. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And looking now at some numbers for Brunson, how he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Take a break. Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And he makes the first.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Mirotic is checked in for the Grizzlies. Smith comes in for Morant. All free throws good from Doncic. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And here's Jones. Pass to Jang, down low. Mirotic, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the muscle Mirotic? He wheels the shot in despite the physical D.
And you talk about Nikola Mirotic. He won't wow you with his athleticism, Greg, but he's big, he's skilled, and we both know he knows how to play.
Rebounds his position. Offensively, a face-up forward who can shoot and attack off the bounce. And as you mentioned, great IQ for the game.
On the free throw, no good.
Mirotic, a big man with range for days. His skill set fits in well with this team.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The Mavericks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
What's up?
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. Passes to Jang. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Another shot, and the layup by Powell. Powell's got 6.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Smith outside. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Brunson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Jones. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Hardaway with the steal. Pushing it up. It's stolen by Smith. Jones against Doncic. Smith outside. The pass to Jang. Shoots over Powell. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jang. Dallas has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And Brunson has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Doncic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Smith with it. Back to Jones. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Straight out of Slovenia, Luka Doncic already exceeding expectations. Tremendous awareness and skill, just enough athleticism. Worked his magic again in the first half. This kid is incredible.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
In my mind, the defense was weak, very weak. They're letting guys run free, getting open shots, and no one on that team is stepping up. I know a premium has been placed on scoring in our league, but you still have to play defense because defense wins championships.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. Now Winslow. 3 on the clock. Shoots it up. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
That's a smart move to pull up for a 3 on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Valanciunas.
Valanciunas has made so many strides as a scorer since he started in the NBA.
Cauley Stein kicks to Kleber. Pass to Brunson. Inside, Finney Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Morant.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one drops. Zingas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Morant. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Brunson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Kleber. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Grizzlies trail by 9. There's the lob to Jackson. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Passes it to Brunson. From down in the low post, it goes. Brunson's got 10.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
There's Winslow. Takes it off the glass. He's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Doncic left side. There's the pass to Brunson. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now, here's Doncic. And he has 28 points for the game. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Fires from deep. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Brunson. Covered by Winslow. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. From the arc. Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow. Free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Morant. Brunson covering. Now here's Winslow. He's got 9. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up, high post. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Mavericks leading by 5. Finney-Smith passes to Kleber. Brooks on the double team. Curry wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. He dishes it to Jackson. There's Winslow. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Doncic. And it's Curry at the elbow. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 17 now.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Morant passes to Brooks.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And the Mavericks call time here. Finds Porzingis. Six to shoot. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Over Brooks. And it's good off the back rim and in. 30 points for Luka Doncic.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
And that one's good, Morant.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Doncic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A low release push shot for Jaren Jackson on the perimeter. The form is a bit unorthodox, but it's consistent and he gets it off quickly. And by the way, he's a 7-footer.
You know, Smitty, when defenders close out, Jaren Jackson has shown the ability to attack off the dribble.
Also, Kevin, despite shooting with his right, he almost always drives to his left. Comfortable finishing with either hand in the paint.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Mavericks leading by 5. And here is Curry. He's got 17. Doncic outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Finney Smith. A 3-pointer, no good. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Brooks kicks to Morant. Pass to Jackson for 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks misses. The Mavericks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Curry. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Winslow with it. 9 points in the game so far. Now Morant. Doncic comes with the double team. And the basket by Jackson.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Brooks against Doncic. And the pass to Finney Smith. Curry kicks to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis, that's a 2. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 7 points for Porzingis. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Winslow. Porzingis with the block. Here's Finney Smith. He's got 9, and Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free, and it's Morant missing. Mavericks leading by 7. To the paint, here's Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Iritic comes in for Jaren Jackson. Smith checked in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Brooks. And then for Dallas, Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that one's good. Morant
trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Curry passes to Doncic. Over Morant, and it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Mirotic. To the middle. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Now here's Curry. 19 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he knocks down the first one. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in. And both free throws good for Curry. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 7. Smith kicks to Zhang. Outside Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Mirotic has got his second basket of the night.
The perimeter shooting of Mirotic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
Here's Doncic. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How he did last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Got a piece of it. Smith with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Jerebko.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Jones against Curry. Jones, no luck. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Doncic gets it to go.
and they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Chang. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Jerebko. Sinks that one from the post. Jerebko's got 8.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Curry against Jones. Curry, good. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Mirotic. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Outside Mirotic. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
That one is no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Winslow kicks to Jones. Smith outside. Pass to Mirotic. Fades. That one's not going to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Curry against Smith. And here is Curry. 23 points in the game. Hardaway kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Porzingis. Grizzlies with the rebound. Winslow with it. He's got 9. 1:25 left in the third. Over Hardaway. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brunson finds Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Brunson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Jones against Porzingis. Passes it to Chang. They could use a bucket. Porzingis with the rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And there's the pass to Brunson. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Good on the shot. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Mirotic. Feeds it to Winslow. Over Hardaway. Porzingis with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Goes up off the inbound. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At the line for your Grizzlies, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jang drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
From deep three-point range, the third quarter comes to a close. The Mavericks on top, up by 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so here is Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Morant is out there with Jones. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Justice Winslow, and it's Jang in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jones, following the miss by Porzingis. On the wing, Jones has to Jang. Shoots over Brunson. Jang, no luck.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Curry. Passes it to Brunson. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Curry on the wing. Covered by Winslow. 6 to shoot. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And finally they hit one. Cauley-Stein's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Mavs. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Now Winslow. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Drops in the tray. That's now 8 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. The shot will not fall. The Grizzlies shooting reasonably well, 45%. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you'll never see Winslow shy away from physical play. In fact, more often than not, he initiates it. And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Jang, and Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. That's good from Winslow. You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
Now Brooks, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Brooks, it's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Winslow against Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Brooks against Hardaway. Pass to Morant. Pass to Winslow. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 6. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Hardaway for 3. He's off on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Intercepted. Now here's Brunson. Passes to Porzingis. Over Brooks. Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Now here's Morant. Brunson covering. Got a hand on it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes. Guys.
Love the aggression that Valanciunas showed there. He welcomed the contact inside to get to the line.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011, Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
Valanciunas hits them both. Dallas leading by 8. Doncic left side. Now here's Brunson. Guarded closer. Out to Porzingis. The 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Brunson. Now the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Stolen by Brunson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Winslow. That one drops for him.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. No good from Finney-Smith. Grizzlies are gone. 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Morant reaches to Jackson. Nice D from Porzingis.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Doncic, no good on the free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Doncic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Morant with it. Brunson covering. From 13, Porzingis with the block. And they get it back.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Brunson. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 36.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Powell. And again, Memphis no good. Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Count that one. And here's Winslow. Brooks outside. Here's Morant. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game. After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Now, here's Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 39.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Now here's Winslow. Defense right on him. The dish to Jackson. Can't connect from short range.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. The second youngest player in the NBA last season, Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And the 4th pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. with Smitty, tremendous potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out to the three-point line. An ideal modern big man.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Mavericks leading by 12. Morant comes with the double team. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now here's Morant. Brunson covering. Morant with it. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And he recovers it. Goes back up. Marjanovic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Now Winslow. And another miss by Memphis.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting. I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Now here's Morant. Brunson covering. Now here's Morant. Here's Winslow. 4 on the shot clock. And they get it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
No good from Valanciunas. Mavericks leading by 21. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
The first free throw is good. Mirotic has checked in for Jackson. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Winslow wide open. He fires, and the 3 ball is good.
This jump shot not fluid from deep yet, but Winslow nails that one.
Doncic passes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Doncic. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
Now here's Morant. Brunson covering. Pass to Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Cauley Stein. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Valanciunas has got 12 points in just the second half. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Stolen by Brooks. Winslow against Doncic. On the wing, Winslow. He kicks it to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Mavericks leading by 20. Doncic outside. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Valanciunas after Luka Doncic's bucket. From deep. And it's Morant missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Morant following the score by Dallas. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mirotic gets the bucket.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Now here's Brunson. D right on him. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Morant. The shot, no good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Change avant tout avec BV, BNI 5 sur les chantiers.